Oh yeah, teammates, you need to get into a team party chat with your teammates. You need to get into a party chat with your teammates. So, drivers, go ahead and send the invite to your teammate. If you do not have a teammate with you, you can get into a separate chat with the other drivers. Yes. So if Zoot Crew and Sevelpie want to get into a team chat, you guys are allowed to do that. Yes. Do not pass in the castle section, guys. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient. What? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Well, then again, Zoo Crew, like, he should be here very soon. Zoo Crew is asking to wait 5 more minutes for Anderson. We literally did, and he couldn't. We literally did, Breezy. Hold on. I will tell. Anderson can join the qualifying, but he won't be able to qualify. He will just have to start at the back, Zoot Crew. Alright guys, good luck, be patient, okay? Breezy, get into games party chat. Alright,
Pecan, we have to back out for grid penalty for Doug, right?
No, I forgot all about that. We'll do it next week or the next race. I totally forgot about all that.
Getting let off the hook, pretty simple. I mean, what's next race? What is the next track race?
Spain.
Oh. Yeah, just give it to him there.
Alright, are you ready?
Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the F2 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. My name is Pecan36, and I am here with X Breezy. Breezy, how are you today, buddy?
Doing pretty good. Should be an interesting race to watch.
Well, right on. I'm excited to watch this race as well.
Qualifying should start up here soon. The favorites for qualifying is the obvious one in Damage. Hefty's picked up in the previous race.
Alright, so let's go through the driver order. We have Sinister Owl, and formerly known as the Nameless Duck, as Eat That Green Bean. They will be in the Russian time cars. Sevelpie is in the Prima car. Man and Sniper Pig are in the Dams car. Damage and Apex are in the ART cars. Hefe and Hefty Bag are in the MP Motorsports cars. Kill the Birdman and Hot Swaz are in the Arden cars.
Sorry to
Lucas,
interrupt you, Pecan. Yeah, I'm so confused. Laser Runner and one of the Dams cars just pulled off in the first turn.
it looks
Man and
like
Laser
it
Runner
was
just pulled off in the first
Man
turn.
who went too wide or too fast out of one of the corners. But to finish off the grid, Lucas and Fiji are in the Campos cars. Jonathan and Laser Runner are in the Carlin cars, and CKT and the Stig are in the Charouz cars. So it's nice to have them back after missing last week's race.
Zoot just pulled
another driver
off the track in turn
It looks
one.
like another driver as well. It looks like it was the Stig.
What's happening to everyone?
I guess
maybe they're doing it on purpose?
Maybe they're missing their braking point coming out of the pits is what I would assume. So right now we will go to, I think it is Jonathan who will be starting his first lap. We have a few drivers.
No, I think it's Sebopai.
Sebopai?
No, it is Jonathan. Yeah, you're right.
Jonathan is the first driver to start on his hot lap.
Ooh! There was a ART car that almost pulled out in front of Jonathan. I think it was Apex.
It did look like it was an ART car who got in the way of Jonathan there. Laser Runner will be starting his lap as well. So, what can you tell me about this track, Breezy?
Very treacherous, especially here in the F2 cars. You got the castle section, which is not a passing zone. I wouldn't be surprised to see chaos through there in the first few laps. What else? Turn 1, you can go a little bit wide, get squeezed into the outside wall. And there's not a lot of overtaking zones besides the two DRSs, the two DRS straights. So whoever can make it out of the first lap cleanly and in the lead, they might have a great chance to pull away and win this thing.
It looks like Hefe hit the wall a little bit there, but I agree with all of your points. It looks like Hefe has a bit of a damaged wing on his car. Yeah, his right wing is gone. He is going to have to go in the pits and get that fixed. We have multiple drivers right now out there on the track. Only a few drivers are still in the pits, which is the Nameless Duck, Sebopai, Pig, Damage, and Birdman. So let's see how Jonathan does on his very first lap.
Looks like, ooh, he's in the wall.
Like he hit the
loses
wall.
Part of his wing.
And he is going to have to abort that and come in.
Caution in Sector 2.
Tough impact there for Jonathan. It looks like he is going to finish the lap.
Runs a 154.9. Yeah, hitting the wall definitely messed up his lap there.
The other driver is doing it. Looks like I think the closest driver that is going to finish one of their laps. Looks like it's going to be Man, who had a very impressive showing last week's race. He had a very tough mock season for him, and he was able to race pretty well. I would say that he was the honorary driver of the day a week ago. He got a 155.5. Jonathan, who hit that wall pretty hard, was able to turn in a very fast lap, but we will see how CKT does as he's about to come across the line. Let's see where he finished. Looks like he had some problems or something. It wasn't a very fast
Fiji's
time.
coming up to the finish line right after him.
And Fiji gets a 155.9. Hefty Bag looks like he's going to abort the lap, or no?
CK's pulled off. I don't know what part of the track that is. CK pulled off on the front stretch.
And Hefty Bag gets a 154.1. Damage is out there for
the Stig is finishing up his lap. P6 with a 156.3. Solid. Oh, he's in the wall hard.
Oh, he hit the wall. He's going to have to go into the pits and change out that wing. looks like Sevopai is starting his first lap as well. We're going to take you out to Birdman here. It looks like he kind of brushed the wall there. He was in the Arden car. He's in the Arden car for this week. Don't know if there's any other drivers who are trying to improve on their time or not, or possibly going in. But it looks like Man has improved on his time. Also, we have the two ART cars that are out there. They are on their outlap. We will get to them very soon. They are two
CK's hard into the wall.
Watch for. And it looks like a
Five-place grid penalty for collision with Apex. Wow. See where Apex is at. He's driving along. I wonder if his wing is messed up.
See how Man does. He was up on his time. He gets a 154.3. Apex and CKT had some contact with each other. This is a very unforgiving track. It looks like the nameless duck is also out there in the middle of the track. Thankfully, he's only out there on his outlap. Zoot Crew was able to turn in a fast time. Let's see how he's able to do. Birdman was also able to turn in a 155.0. He was able to get himself up there for 4th place as he abandons his lap.
Sevenpi's coming through the final set of turns, looking to improve on his lap, maybe put it on provisional pole. It's looking pretty good. And the DRS is only at a 149. Puts
He
him
gets a
P5.
155.5. Look, CKT doesn't look like he's going to improve on his time. Definitely not. We're going to take you back to Damage here, who is now in Sector 2.
FA looked like he got in a little too hot in turn 1, lost part of his left wing. It's unfortunate to see. Lucas is putting a lap down. He's about to come across the finish line. He hasn't set one yet. See what he can run.
Lucas about to come across the line. Let's see where he can get it to. He's going to get a 156.8. Only good enough for P10.
Looks like Damage is going to be next to set a lap.
Yep, Damage will be the next one to set a lap. So I have to ask you, Breezy, who is your favorites to win this race? Ooh, Damage gets loose.
Ooh, Damage gets screwed. I mean, the obvious favorite here, I'm going to have to say Damage. But Hefty Bag had a great run at Bahrain. I wouldn't count him out. Apex is usually pretty fast.
Both races too. He got second in the feature race, and he got second in the sprint race as well. And Hefty Bag is our points leader. Damage is only able to get a 154.5.
I think he lost all that 410s getting loose out of that last turn.
Apex looks like he has some wing damage. I don't know if he's going to finish a lap or not. He's probably going to abort this time.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yep. Apex will abort this lap. Let's see, Sevopai here. Is he going to finish? Nope, he will abort his lap as well. Jonathan just came across the line, was able to get a 145.
I'd have to say another favorite of mine have to be Snipper Pig. He walked away with the F1 race at Spain 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen him in an F2 car very often, but seems very fast.
Watch out for. He's definitely a driver to keep your eye on and see how he does. We're going to go back to Damage here. Damage is up on his time. He's also going out there for another lap, so he will not be coming into the pit for this lap. Damage is trying to improve on it, trying to beat out Hefty Bag, and it looks like he got loose there coming out of the corner. This track seems to be very unforgiving with the F2 cars. Like, normally of where you can go flat out, it looks like you have to lift off at some places as well.
Doesn't make too much sense to me considering F2 cars feel a lot heavier. Expect them to be tighter around this place. Damage is 2/10 slower than he was for the first 2 sectors. I wouldn't be surprised to see him abort this lap. He did get loose out of that last turn though. I think he's gonna finish it.
Looks like he's going to abort it though. he will abort the lap. Sniper Pig coming down the straight, trying to set a lap in. He gets a 154.6 all the way up to P4. Pepe, who still hasn't set a lap yet, looks like he's still dealing with a damaged wing on both sides. Goes a little bit off the track there. Ooh. Pepe looks like he got into the wall hard. He is missing the whole entire wing.
He's not going to abort it either. He's coming down.
He's going. He has to put in a lap for sure. Not a good lap at all. Apex from the ART team, he is out there on his lap. And Pepe has retired from qualifying.
Did you see if he retired, or did he just hit a wall and lose his tire?
He hit the wall hard and lost his tire.
Oh, I see him. Oh, it impeded Fiji's lap a little bit. His car is stranded out there in the racing line in turn 1. That's unfortunate.
Multiple drivers are out there trying to get a faster lap time. Zoot Crew is 3/10 slower than his initial lap.
Hefty seems to be right on pace with his previous pull lap. He's out there for his second one.
Sniper Pig is 1/8 slower than his initial lap. I'm going to assume that he is going to abort this lap. Zoot Crew coming down the straight, see if he can improve. He does, but it's not enough to move him up a position. Sinister Owl looks like he missed out on the wall there. Sinister Owl kind of trapped over there. He's going to have to reverse back onto the track. Apex has finally started his lap. We're going to follow the ART team here.
Zoot Crew gets into the wall. Might have messed up his first sector. He is running a lap. See if he can improve from a 156.5. Another yellow flag in sector 1. Who's that?
It's CKT. It looks like he went off the track a bit. Well, I don't know who me is. Fiji looks like he's going to abort his lap. Stig might be in trouble. He's out there on his super softs. He's trying to start a lap, and it looks like he's got both of the Carlin cars in his way. Apex finally coming down. He's going to try and finally get his lap in.
Duck seems to be starting his lap on the medium compound. See where he can put his car. He doesn't usually have the greatest qualifying pace, but when it comes to race pace, he starts in the back and usually manages to put it in the top 5.
Besides the sprint race, he's very good at his starts. I will give him that.
As you guys all know, the sprint race last week was a bit chaotic in turn 1.
Apex was only able to get up to P9 with a 155.8. So drivers right now currently on a lap. It looks like Stig is currently out there on a lap. He corner cutted really bad there. He's on his hot
Damage
lap.
pulled off.
Don't know if I would do that though.
I say he went on too hot and had to use the runoff. That's gonna mess up his lap, obviously. Gonna have to go back in the pits. He might have to fit the super softs because that's gonna be his second lap on the medium compound. I don't know if he's gonna get anything faster.
Thankfully, though, he is out there on the... He
got disqualified
for going the wrong way. Damage, one of our fastest drivers in the series, has been disqualified from qualifying. So he will have to start all the way
in the very back.
In the back. This is huge. This is...
I know it's only the second race, but this could shake up points a lot.
So Damage will have to start from all the way in the back. He was trying to reverse back onto the track after getting really hot there and missing the braking point, and he is disqualified from the session.
Duck is putting his lap down, looking like it's going to be around a 155. 155.1.
155.1, so he has gotten up to P6. So, unfortunate news, big time development here, as Damage has been disqualified from qualifying. He will have to start all the way in the back.
Ooh, Apex is almost a second and a half up on his previous time. He might move him up to pole position.
Trying to take pole away from back. Can he do it? Can he make it? No, only a 154.7. Gets himself up to P7. We're going to try and find a driver that's out there in P3. Looks like Laser Runner was having some trouble there in the castle section. Sinister Owl gets a 155.0. He gets himself all the way up to P7. Let's see if Jonathan can improve on his time. He's only 0.04 of a tenth faster. Barely misses the wall there.
He's pulling off.
He is going to abort his lap. Apex is already looking like he's running faster. Lucas has started his run on the soft. He got a lap and we missed his lap, but Lucas was able to get himself up to P2 with a 154.2. I'm going to assume that with all the other drivers who are out there on all these times that were set on the medium compound, that he will not stay there in P2 for long.
CKT, while you're talking, got himself up to P12, the 155.8, set his first lap of qualifying.
He will also, it also looked like he was 2 seconds faster than his initial time as well. Apex gets loose a little bit there, coming out of the castle section. Sniper Pig is getting loose as well. So the castle section is starting to look like it's a hard corner for these F2 cars.
Birdman going to the castle right now. Let's see if he gets loose or not.
I'm gonna have to take a look at this castle section. What is exactly going wrong? Like,
Birdman looked like he went fine through it. I don't know.
Even CKT looked like he came out of that corner fine. Jonathan is starting his first lap on the super softs. So drivers are now going to be starting on their super softs. Stig and Jonathan and Laser Runner as well are the 3 drivers that are starting out on the super soft tires. So this is where we will really see the fast times come into play.
7-Pie starting another hot lap on the medium compound to see what he can improve from P10. Maybe jump himself into the top 5.
Burger Man.
He started on pole for the sprint race, just very unfortunate circumstances in turn 1.
Yeah, the turn 1 wreck that happened. It looks like CKT ran out of gas. It looks like CKT is out of gas. So right now we are following the Stig, and we're going to be following Jonathan and Laser Runner here pretty soon. So right now we will stay with the Stig, who is starting his run on the softs.
Seven-Pie was 3/10 faster in Sector 1. Going through the castle section to see if he gets loose. Ooh, gets into the wall a little bit.
Who Seven-Pie did?
Yep. Coming out of the
like
castle, he just tapped his front right.
Didn't look like he took any damage or anything. Jonathan starting on his soft run. Laser Runner is also starting his first lap on the softs. Let's see how the Stig does. Stig is almost a second faster than his initial time. Hopefully he doesn't get into a wall there. Nope, he does it pretty clean.
Azerbaijan has lost 3 times slower through his second sector. I think he might just pull into the pits. Yes, he will. Oh man, did you see Azerbaijan?
No, I did not. What happened?
He was going into the pits way too hot, and luckily the game reset his car for him. But if the game wouldn't reset his car, I'm pretty sure he would have DNF'd out of qualifying after hitting the pit wall. Took off part of his wing, but it reset his car.
And the Stig was able to get up into P4 with a 154.6. Ladies and gentlemen, we are into that danger zone area as we have many drivers starting on their out laps on the super soft tires. This is where all the fast
Jonathan's a second and a half
are
up.
going to be. So this is
Jonathan looks like he's going to put it on provisional pole.
This is where qualifying is really going to heat up here with 7 minutes to go in this qualifying session. Already big news with Damage being disqualified from the session. This is where all the other drivers want to leave their mark and get that pole. Can Jonathan do it?
Jonathan does put it on provisional pole, 152. Wow.
With a 152.9. That is blazing fast. Laser Runner is the other driver who is next. He's going to try and set a pole lap here. It doesn't look like he will put it on pole, but it will be a faster lap. Can he do it? He gets himself up to P5 with a 154.3.
Stig is running another hot lap. I wonder if he's improving his time. We'll see here in a minute.
It's telling me that he's about a half a second faster for any other drivers if they're.
He's 6/10 faster. Yep.
Sector 3.
Final turns.
Apex is also faster right now on his lap as well. He is a second faster. Let's see if Stig can improve on his time.
Stig will definitely improve on his time, just by how much is the question.
And
possibly P2.
He's going to get up there. He's going to be. It's going to be close. He gets himself up to P2 with a 153.8.
Man-man's running the last few corners. 8/10 up on his lap.
Man is 8/10 faster as well. He will be the driver that we will follow here. So what's
the Stig went too hot. Pulled off. Luckily it didn't disqualify him like it did Damage. Man coming across the line, 8/10 up.
He gets
P2
up to
takes
P2.
it away from Stig.
Let's see how the name was Duck does. He gets himself up to P7 with a 154.6. Other drivers, CKT looks like he is faster on his time as well. Gonna follow around Apex here. I don't know if he's going to abort his lap or not. Apex is going into the pits. Sinister Owl is starting his lap on the super soft tires. Sniper Pig is a second and a half faster than his time. Will it be enough to get him up to pole? It might get him up to P2. Can he get himself up there? Sniper Pig takes pole with a 152.91. He is 0.06 of a second faster than Jonathan. Hefty Bag is also on his lap.
I suppose is finally pulling out of the pits. I don't think he bothered to run a lap on his mediums. He's on an out lap with super softs.
Cosmos has finally come out for his lap. See if we can find any drivers to follow here that can improve on their time. And it looks like Stig has gone to the wall, or he's letting a driver through. Let's see how Man can do. Can the dance car get a lockout on the front row?
Not enough.
Not enough, but he does improve on his time. Let's see.
Hefty Bag is 5/10 up on his lap.
Looks like the name was.
I don't think that's enough to. 5/10. That's not even enough to put him in the top 3. He's got to do some improving here in Sector 2 if he wants pole position.
We'll fall around Fiji here for a minute. Sebopai has started his hot lap, but we will go back to Sinister Al. He is almost 2 seconds faster. Can he get himself up to pole? He's looking really fast.
Hefty Bag smacked the wall. Hefty Bag lost part of his.
Al has taken pole with a 152.5.
Hefty Bag got in the wall hard, lost part of his wing. Wonder if he'll abort the lap. He's going to keep it. See where he is.
He's going to keep going on his lap. And Hefty Bag takes pole with a damaged left wing. He gets a 152.3.
He said it by 2/10. He hit the wall pretty hard there. I thought he was going to lose a lot of time.
And while all that was going on, Fiji from the Campos team was able to get himself up to P7 with a 154.1. Sebopai currently out there right now. He is a second faster. So Hefty Bag right now is on provisional pole. Birdman, who has come out and he is starting his hot lap as well. Apex looks like he wants to start his hot lap and take pole. But we will fall around
Fiji's
here.
2/10 up in Sector 2.
Yep, we will fall around Sebopai here.
2 seconds faster.
Sebopai is 2 seconds faster. Let's see where he can put it.
150 looks like it would put him around P6 maybe, I would think.
Let's see if he can improve on that time. Good call there, Breezy.
Zoot Cruz is second up on his lap. Hossbose is coming across the line. See what he can run.
Hossbose gets up to P9. Zoot Cruz is also running pretty fast. Apex trying to improve on his time right now. He is all the way down to P13.
7-Pine might be out of gas.
Sebopai set a
2 seconds faster? That is what it said?
I think that's what it said to me. I'm not exactly sure if that's correct or not. But
he's 2 seconds faster. That's putting it in the 151s. Oh, he pulled off. I don't think that was correct. Hossbose is 5/10 faster than his previous lap. See where he can put it.
We're gonna go to Birdman here, and then we'll go to Zoot Crew next. Birdman, let's see if he can improve on his time as well. And Birdman gets a 153.7, good enough for P7.
Zoot Crew is 1 second and a half faster. Let's see where he can put it. Top 8, hopefully.
Does not improve on his time.
Better check my math.
So qualifying
is 5/10
has
up.
finally ended. See if Laser Runner can improve on his time. He gets himself up to P10. Apex aborts the qualifying run.
Hossbose is a second up on his lap. Maybe let's put him in the top 5.
See if Hossbose can improve here.
In the wall a little bit.
He does. He gets a 153.5. He does improve on his time. See if we can find any drivers who are possibly improving on their time. It looks like Lucas has improved on his time as well. He is currently right now in Sector 3. So as everything stands, Hefty Bag will be on pole for the second race in a row. Can Lucas improve on his time? I don't think he's going to, but see if he can. He does improve it, but it's not enough to move him up.
Good to see the Dams cars doing good. One's on they're on the second and third row.
Especially after they were having a very tough Mach engine race. They were just having a bunch of problems going on there. Birdman improves on his time, and he gets himself all the way up to P6.
I believe I'm pretty sure Man was running top 3 or 4 at Bahrain, then towards the last stint he just fell off and finished like P8. I think he spun the last stint of the Bahrain race. Hopefully he can turn his luck around here and finish in the top 5.
So it looks like our standings will stand. So as it stands right now, Hefty Bag will take provisional pole in the F2 Azerbaijan race for the feature race. Sinister Owl will take P2, Sniper Pig P3, Jonathan in P4, Man in P5, Birdman in P6, Several Pie in P7, Coswell's in P8, Stig in P9, Fiji in P10, Laser Runner in P11, Lucas in P12, Nameless Duck in P13, Apex in P14, Zoot Crew in P15, and it looks like CKT will start in 17th place as he did get that 5-place grid penalty. So Hefe will start in P16, and Damage will have to start all the way in the very back with Sergeant Anderson.
I think
no
places.
Apex does not have a grid penalty.
Doesn't.
So that's where we stand for qualifying.
Very chaotic qualifying, considering the race favorite might be out of it in the first turn if things don't go his way.
So I have to ask, who is your top 3 drivers to watch out for in this race?
Hefty Bag for sure. Damage might be pulling a Sebastian Vettel at Germany, putting it from last place on the grid to P2. See if he can do that. He's obviously one of the faster drivers in here. And then Man is definitely fast. If he can get some luck on his side today, put it in the top 5. Sinister is normally an F1 driver, doesn't really race these F2 cars, but he's starting in P2, so see if he can keep it up there.
So who would be your who is your pick to win this race?
Considering the not the lap traffic, but the traffic that Damage has to go through, I'm gonna have to say Hefty.
So it looks like Hefty Bag is the favorite to win this race. So this is the formation lap. Looks like we got some drivers who got disqualified from the session. I don't know what Sergeant Anderson was doing there. He kind of costed some guys their chances of heating up their tires. It looks like he costed quite a few drivers there.
Both of the ART cars.
So this is not
makes it
going
even
to
harder
look good
for Damage.
the ART cars to get going. So 15 laps is the lap count for this race. Let's look at some of these tires and see what the drivers will be starting on. It looks like Sinister Owl, Sevelpie, and the Nameless Duck, who is now named as Eat That Green Bean for some reason. But that is so if you hear us say the Nameless Duck, just know that that is Eat That Green Bean. So Eat That Green Bean, Sevelpie, and Sinister Owl are the drivers on the medium compound, and 16 of the 19 drivers are starting on the soft tires.
This is the second race in a row where Sevapai, Sinister, or Sevapai and both of the Russian time cars are started on the mediums. Maybe this will be a strategy for races to come.
It has worked out. I mean, it worked out for them pretty well in the last race, so it might be a gamble that is going to pay off. If there is one thing that we learned in the F1 race, is that the super soft tires, they wear off pretty quickly. So will you say it's probably around lap 3 or 4 on where the drivers want to pit for a set of medium tires?
Yeah, it's definitely I didn't think before I raced the F1 race, I thought it was a normal track on tires, but I raced it and it was a tire killer, so yeah, I'd say around up 3 or 4, and I don't even know if those mediums can go 11 laps. They might two-stop it.
It's going to be a very interesting race for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised to see some blown tires.
We could have. So the drivers are now starting to line up on the grid. If I had to make a pick on who I think is going to win this race, well, just look at the top 3 there. That's pretty much who is going to be the favorites to win this race. But I can totally see Hefty Bag running away with it, and look out for Jonathan. The drivers are now lined up. The lights are on. And as we always know, there's a little bit of a lag start. And go! As the race has now started.
Sinister
it looks like
go.
Al did not get off to a good start at all. Bag gets off to a good start. Jonathan takes P1, and it looks like we have some collisions there in the back. Oh, and we have a driver spawn. Fiji, a multiple car pileup in turn 2. In turn 2, we have a multiple car pileup.
7+ cars, I would say.
7+ cars are into the wall and into each other.
Hefty Bag gets away well. Sniper Pig's trying to chase down Jonathan.
So multiple drivers got into each other, and it looks like there was a huge wreck there in turn 3. Bag is just out there sitting very nicely in the league with Jonathan and
Hefe
Pig.
spins.
Looks like Hefe is into the wall. Hefe is into the wall as well.
I wouldn't be surprised to say half the field has wing damage after that.
I would say that there's going to be a lot of
This isn't the wall
drivers.
through the castle. They're too wide through the castle. With Damage and Sinister. It worked out. Damage made the move. Damage has wing damage too, though.
So I would have to say that tire strategy, would you say, Breezy, is completely out of the door now? With so many drivers having to pit.
So many drivers having... There's a caution in sector 3. Who's that?
It looks like it went away.
Strange. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if drivers would want to... Since they have all this wing damage, I don't know how many people are going to come in the pits, but... If they pit now, then that means they're not going to have a fresh set for the sprint race.
So
Sinister's in the wall again.
So Hefty Bag leads our first lap here in the Azerbaijan F2 feature race. It's like we got some battling here going on for P8 and P9, and as we all know, the DRS is not turned on until the very next lap. Sinister Al is already into the pits as well.
So that means Sinister, he's switching to the Super Softs. I can only get him fresh Super Softs. I can only get him about 5 laps, I would say, and then he's gonna have to pit again. So he's gonna have to be using a used set for the sprint race.
And as we all know, Azerbaijan is a track that is it's always chaotic, no matter what series it's in. It always seems like, whether it's in F1, in F2, but even in real life, the Azerbaijan race is always so chaotic. So as it stands right now, Hefty Bag is in P1. We got some fighting here. Looks like
Man passes Sniper Pig.
was able to get around Sniper Pig for P3. So right now the Dams cars are holding their spot, and it looks like Pig gets into the wall and he has some wing damage. Very surprised that we didn't see a lot of drivers there having to pit for wing damage.
I don't think they're going to pit, considering if they pit now, they're not going to have a fresh set for the sprint race. I think they'd rather save their tires for the sprint race instead of getting a new wing.
So right now, Bag is in first place, and Jonathan in P2. Sniper Pig is already coming into the pits to fix that wing.
I don't think he needed to do that, because Kill the Birdman had wing damage too. I don't know if he would have been able to catch Snipper Pig, considering.
And it looks like Laser Runner is already coming in for his pit as well. Looks like we got some battling here between Damage and Lucas going on here.
Boss closes into the pits.
Multiple drivers are in the pits. So the grid is so the drivers. That was a nasty block by Sergeant Anderson there. He is blocking pretty aggressively for his spot. Don't know what he was doing there. It looks like Damage got it. It looks like either Apex or Damage.
Fiji and Zoot Crew are into the wall in turn 1. Got it back going, but they're both going pretty slow.
So right now, Damage was able to
got
take
into the wall.
P8 away from Sergeant Anderson.
Looks like Hefe doesn't have a front wing. Yeah, he's missing his front wing entirely.
So right now, as we are watching the battle, between Sergeant Anderson, Lucas the Stig, and I don't know if CKT is a part of that battle. It doesn't look like he is.
Apex is looking to pass Eat That Green Bean or Nameless Duck on this DRS straight.
And this is the battle for P6 as well. Ooh, it looks like he got loose a little bit there. Looks like Sergeant Anderson got into the wall, and that allowed 2 other drivers to get in front of him. We're going to watch this battle between the Nameless Duck and Apex as well.
He does have the DRS. He's catching fast. He might be able to send one in on the first turn. I think he will.
Looks like he's going to go for the move. He's going to try and make it stick.
Goes wide.
Nameless Duck battles back.
Hefe retires.
Hefe is out of the race. Oh, and he
squeezes
him a little bit. He clips him a little bit. Gets Pex loose.
Looks to me like Duck squeezed him pretty hard there.
It's like Lucas and Stig are battling out pretty well. Sergeant Anderson is currently in the pits having to repair his wing.
I think Apex is faster than Nameless Duck. It's just a matter of being able to finish the overtake.
Into the corner. Duck is not giving him any room.
Oh, Apex is really loose. Loses
Apex
multiple seconds
really
there.
Loose. I can't tell. I don't.
Crew's in the pits as well.
So multiple drivers already having to pit. It looks like Man has started to catch up to Jonathan here. Ooh, Man hits the wall and takes some right wing damage.
That's not going to help.
He was gaining a lot of time on Jonathan as well.
See if Apex gets Apex is into the wall hard, so is Duck. They both have wing damage.
So multiple drivers having wing damage already in this race and having to pit for new wings. Especially from that turn 2 wreck, that turn 2 pile up.
I think Apex is going to get him here.
Looks like Sevalpai, it looks like Birdman pits. Don't know if it's for a new wing. So
Apex is going for it.
Apex is trying to go for the move on Duck. He doesn't go for it yet. He holds off. If the move is not there, don't want to go for it.
Caution in Sector 2. Who's that? Paw spins hard. Saves it though. Not saves it, but has wing damage.
Damage is already in the pits for
They're
a
too
new
wide.
front wing.
Apex gets the move done.
Apex does get the move on the nameless duck.
Hefty's pulled out to a comfortable lead. Yeah, after Man took that wing damage, he just hasn't been able to run down Jonathan again.
Looks like Hoswas is also in the pits as well. But Man is starting to catch up to him again, but it looks like the nameless duck as well is still... It looks like Tex is not able to shake him loose. So we got two battles going on. We got a good battle here for P7 between Lucas and the Stig. The Stig is only a second away. Multiple drivers looking like that they are a second away. Other battles right now for P13, it looks like Laser Runner and Sinister Owl are also
Sinister goes in pretty
battling
deep.
it out.
Loses a lot of time there.
He ride that curb. So he is going to lose a lot of time.
Zoo Crew pulls off the track, went in too hot into turn 3, I think it is. He's reversing, but not disqualified. He's fine.
Looks like he is fine. So the drivers are starting, like the field is starting to
Apex
go
is coming
out
into
a
the
bit
pits.
more.
Apex hits his wing.
And he
Apex
took
messes up his wing
a
again.
lot of damage on his wing there coming into the pit.
I think he has wing damage on both sides. I think he might be getting a new one here.
So right now,
He has a wing ready for him.
Apex, who is making
Looks like
his
they do.
stop, so he's going to have to get a brand new wing. So right now, everybody else has pitted except for all of the drivers in the top 8. The biggest movers of this race so far, it looks like it's CKT. He has already gained 10 spots from where he started, and Sinister Owl is the biggest loser out of all of them. He has lost 11 spots. He did not... Oh, and it looks like Laser Runner hits the wall. Laser Runner hit the wall there pretty hard, and Laser Runner had to pull off. And he is having troubles getting that car turned.
Man's looks like he's reeled him Jonathan again. Was up to almost 2 seconds. He's reeled him in again. He doesn't seem like he can overtake him. I think he might get DRS though.
I'm absolutely amazed by these drivers who have stayed out on the Super Softs. I would imagine that they would have had to pit at least around like lap 3 or 4, but they have stayed out, but they should all be pitting here very, very, very soon. And it looks like they are. Bag is in the pits. It looks like Jonathan is in the pits as well, followed by Man.
So Sevapai and Duck are going to take the effective first place.
So Bag will go on to a pair of medium tires, and so will Jonathan as well. Man has to replace a new front wing. And Lucas
5-second time penalty.
And he gets a time penalty for speeding into pit lane. He will go on to a pair of softs. Stig is also into the pits for a pair of softs as well. He does not need to replace a wing at all. While all that
I don't know how long Nameless Duck's second place is gonna last. Hefty's on new tires and a clean front wing.
So Hefty Bag, who was our leader for the majority of this race, currently right now held behind the two drivers who started the race on the medium tires. Nameless Duck, he cut that corner pretty bad. That is a pretty blatant corner cut there.
Stig's in the wall hard. Doesn't look like he has any wing damage, but he had to pull off. I don't know how long Sevenpipe's first place is going to last even to Duck, because it looks like he's missing his entire front right wing.
Yeah,
It's
from what it looked like on my screen, it looked like he was missing a whole entire wing. Yellow flag, it looks like it's
spun again.
Stig again. Damage was able to get past Lucas, but Hefty Bag was able to get past around the Nameless Duck, and it looks like the Nameless Duck has a lot of wing damage. He's definitely going to have to come in to pit soon and take a brand new wing.
We braked for it. Yeah, I would pit right. I don't think he can if he wants new tires for the sprint race. I think he's got to at least go to lap 9.
Is reeling in Sevelpai here by half a second, like each time, and it looks like he's going to try and go for it. He does not. He's going to stay behind. We have a yellow. It looks like it was CKT is into the wall, and CKT is into the wall. Multiple drivers having trouble with
damage.
this.
Have to avoid him. Gets away cleanly.
Lucas is going to overtake him as well. It looks like Sevelpai just gets out of the way for Bag, and he does. He has that wing damage, and he will allow Bag to just have the lead there. And Nameless Duck is into the wall. So Hefty Bag will retake the lead in this race.
If Duck hits any more walls, I wouldn't be surprised to just not see a wing on his car. Cuts the corner hard again. Yeah, there it is.
So he gets a time penalty for corner cutting. He was corner cutting there pretty bad, and he was able to be penalized for that. If he has any more, I'm pretty sure the stewards might disqualify him if he gets any more warnings or penalties for it. So right now we are back to the other battles as Man Man and Sniper Pig are battling it out for P5. Very chaotic race, I must say.
Sniper Pig, the two Dams cars are looking to go at it here. Sniper Pig on the older tires, but I think he still has a good front wing. Oh no, he has right front damage.
It looks like Jonathan has started to catch up to the Nameless Duck as well. Nameless
Duck loses a lot of time through here. Yep, there it is. This is going to be interesting.
Looks like they got into the wall! And the Nameless Duck got into the wall!
Missing a front. He's got to pit here. I think the Super Softs could go 6 laps.
And it looks like the Nameless Duck will have to pit. He has no front wing at all, but while in doing that, it looks like, I don't know, Jonathan took any damage from that?
I don't think he did.
Looks like Sniper Pig is going for a move on Man Man. Can he get it? He doesn't get it. They're going to have that DRS zone, though. Sniper Pig just
They're both teammates, and Man Man is on the fresher tires, and I think the less damaged front wing, so I don't know here. Because if they battle hard, that might give Birdman a chance to catch him if he doesn't have any wing damage, and might take away their P3-4. It's a great place to be in.
While all that is going on, it looks like there is a good battle right here between Pex and Birdman as well.
Sinister pit for a new front wing.
Looks like Sinister Owl.
Oh, Zoo Crew DNFs. DK also involved.
Big wreck, and it looks like Zoo Crew is out of the race. Zoo Crew has retired from the race.
CK falling into the pits.
Multiple collisions going on.
It's a humongous accident on the front stretch.
This is Azerbaijan, folks. This is what this track is.
Turner Anderson looks like he's just trying to DNF at this point. He just turned left into the wall.
He could have some wing damage as well.
He's missing a front wing.
So Apex was able to get around Birdman here. It looks
like
Anderson
just DNFs. He didn't feel like racing.
Anderson has DNF from the race.
He did it right in front of Laser Runner, though. That's not good. Looks like Man pulled out to a gap on Sniper Pig.
Damage is trying to go for a move here on Birdman. From what it looks like, he has that DRS zone. He's got the slipstream. He's going to go to the inside. They're side by side. He looks like he clears him. He's going to...
Birdman goes in hot.
But Birdman goes in way too hot, and he's going to lose out on a lot of time there. So the ART guys, after having a very rough start, have gotten themselves all the way up to P5 and P6. And it looks like the whole entire grid is starting to spread out.
Closest battle looks like Birdman and Damage. It's a great race to the ART cars. Apex it started P14 and Damage in P17. They've reeled it into P5 and 6.
They have moved up considerably because they were held up by that turn 1 wreck, the turn 2 wreck there pretty bad. So
I think they both got wing damage out of it.
I think so too. I think you're correct on that. So right now the only drivers that are out there on the softs, on the super soft tires, is Sevelpie and the nameless Duck. And the biggest movers of this race so far is Damage. It also looks like Hefty Bag has put in the fastest lap of the race. Currently right now, no really major battles going on. It looks like Bag has started to pull away from Jonathan. He has a 18-second lead. I wonder, Jonathan has...
Man just ran 6 seconds faster that lap than Jonathan. I wonder if he has wing damage.
It looks like he does. It looks like his left wing is considerably damaged.
Man looks fine to me. I think Man might get it for P2 here. Sniper Pig might. Oh, Duck with the fastest time of the race.
So right now, Man is trying to close in on Jonathan here. Jonathan, who is dealing with some left wing damage. So right now, this is currently the one battle to watch for, as this is for P2.
Actually, Damage is looking like he's gaining on his teammate Apex.
It also looks like Sevelpie, who is out there on the super soft tires, has caught up remarkably to Lucas as well.
Senpai's got some traffic to go through.
He wants to get around that car, though. Looks
Probably get Lucas in the DRS zone, but Birdman, I don't know if he has the time. Oh, he's going for a move on Lucas right here.
And it looks like CKT is out of this race as well. And CKT is out of this race. Sevelpie has started to chase Lucas down here pretty well. He's only about a half a second.
Well, too wide. Here we go.
We're going to go too wide. Kenny makes the pass stick. He's trying, and he
Goes
does.
in pretty wide.
He makes a nice move on Lucas there for P8. And now he will try to chase down, kill the Birdman. Man has caught up remarkably to Jonathan here. Jonathan currently in P2, Man in P3. 4 laps to go in this race. Man gets a little bit loose there, it looked like. But Jonathan is trying to nurse his car, just trying to just not lose it, because he has some left wing damage that I don't know if it will cost him or not. While all that is going on, it looks like Sevelpie is starting to chase down Birdman, and it looks like Damage is chasing down his teammate as well. So those are some battles to watch out for here in this race with 4 laps to go. Looks like Damage might be going for a move here on Apex here. Gonna go pretty nicely through the castle section.
Man-Man's gonna have DRS on Jonathan.
Third man is Pie. So right now we will watch this battle between Jonathan and Man-Man. Hefty Bag should be starting it with 3 laps to go here pretty soon. What a dominant race so far by Bag. So Man-Man is going to look like he can get that DRS. And it looks like Apex got into the wall a little bit, and that will give Damage P5. So Damage will take P5 as Birdman and Pie are battling out, and Pie takes P7 away as Man-Man and Jonathan battling here. Jonathan goes a little bit wide. Man-Man looks like
too wide into the turn. Let's see how it works.
Man-Man
gives it to him. He's gonna go for DRS.
Oh, and he clips the wall a little bit. Will that hurt him? Does he have any wing damage?
I don't think he's gonna have it.
Doesn't look like he took any wing damage. I don't know if you want to send it here. I don't know if it's there. Can you do it? Nope, it's not there. He didn't need to make that lunge yet. He didn't have to go for that lunge yet and save that lunge for another lap.
Hefty Bag is just flying through this race.
Hefty Bag sitting pretty comfortably there in P1.
Jonathan looks like he lost some more front wing. He doesn't even have a front wing on the left side anymore.
Yes, it does. It looks like he has a very damaged wing. Oh, and he hits the wall hard.
Again. Does he have his right wing? He still does.
He still does, but his left wing is damaged significantly.
With that battling going on, I wouldn't be surprised to see Snipper Pig get into the mix of it.
Let's see how Jonathan can do here. Jonathan can he avoid the wall?
Cuts the corner, hits the wall. He doesn't have a right wing anymore. He lost his end plate.
He lost his whole right wing. This is going to cost Jonathan a lot of time. He must be feeling like a sitting duck right now to Man-Man, as Man-Man is just waiting to get that DRS zone. Jonathan has to break there, because if he doesn't break, he will go straight into the wall. Man-Man will get that DRS zone. He's gonna make the move stick. He goes for it. Man-Man passes him on the straight.
He can't overshoot the turn.
And Man-Man will get up into P2. Great move. I agree.
Snipper Pig's got himself into the battle.
And can the Dams car? Pig is starting to get up there. He is going to get that DRS too, but Jonathan will have DRS as well, as that will help him out, but he is going to have to break.
Apex let Damage go. Apex just let Damage go. Apex just braked for Damage. I think he's trying to help him out in the points. Don't know what's going on there.
So right now we currently got a battle here for the last podium spot from P2 to P4 with Man-Man, Jonathan, and Pig. Let's see if Pig can get a move here on Jonathan. They're going to go through that castle section. Jonathan is going to have to be very careful. It looks like there was a wreck. Can you check and see where that's out?
Looks like Lucas got into the wall a little bit and gave Duck a P9.
And Sniper Pig goes for a move, and Pig makes the move stick as he will take P3 away from Jonathan. All the damage that Jonathan has taken has cost him several spots for a possible podium spot. So as it looks right now, the two Dams cars are currently sitting on the podium spot. It is the final lap
into the wall hard.
F2 race, in the F2 feature race. So Hefty Bag sitting pretty remarkably here. And Pig has been disqualified! Pig has been disqualified from the session! He didn't use both of his tires. He didn't use both of his tires.
Where's this car gonna go?
So Sniper Pig has been disqualified from the race. And that means Jonathan, who is without a wing, might steal P3.
Lucas is trying to make a pass on Duck. Duck's missing his right wing. Goes in hot again, hits the wall. He's missing his entire wing now.
Right
Duck
now,
doesn't have a wing. He's gonna get passed by Jonathan, gets a penalty.
But will it matter? Will it matter at the end?
He's got a lot of wing damage, and Damage is a quick driver. He might be able to reel it in.
And it looks like Nameless Duck has retired from the race. He is out. So the Nameless Duck is out of the race. Hefty Bag, who has led almost every single lap in this race. He qualified pole. He got a great start, and he has dominated this race. And Jonathan is out! Jonathan is out of the race too, so he will have P3 taken away from him, and Hefty Bag wins the F2 Azerbaijan feature race.
This has to be the most chaotic last lap I've ever seen.
And Man will come down to P2, and if everything stays the way that they are, oh my goodness. And Man will take P2. And Damage looks like he is going to take P3, but can Pex get a run on him though? And it looks like Damage is out of fuel. I think Damage is out of fuel.
He's not.
Oh, he's
Damage
not.
gave him the spot.
Let him through. He just let him through. So Pex will take P3, Damage will take P4, Sevopai will take P5, and if everything stands the way that they are right now, this is where everyone's going to stay. Birdman finishes in P6, and it looks like Lucas will finish in P7, and Fiji will finish in P7, actually because Lucas had a 5-second time penalty that he did not serve in the pits, and Stig will finish in P9, and Sinister Owl will finish in P10, and it looks like Laser Runner will finish in P11. But Hefty Bag is your winner for this race.
So, looks to me like there's a lot of hot drivers in here. Hot-headed drivers are going on right now with Duck and Birdman seem to be having an altercation.
What a final lap.
Still very confused with Apex and Damage because they were letting each other by. Like, it wasn't just that lap. They were letting each other by multiple times.
So, Hefty Bag has won this race.
Chaos. That's all I gotta say.
A very chaotic final lap. So, Breezy, what are your thoughts on this race?
Towards the final stint, just looked like it was going to be very boring, and kind of we had a final grid laid out with Snipper Pig and Man on putting 2 Dams cars on podium, and just how many drivers was that? Was that 4 drivers inside the top 10 that DNF'd in the final lap?
It looked like there was at least 3 of them. It looks like there was at least 3 of them. And I want to figure out what has happened there. So, Lucas will be starting on pole. So, Hefty Bag wins the race with Man in second and Apex in P3.
That's a crazy last lap.
That was one of the
Absolutely no idea
craziest
what
last
happened.
laps that I have ever seen. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay with us, folks, as we have the sprint race. So, it looks like the two Campos cars will be starting on P1 and P2. That was a very chaotic feature race, and if the sprint race has told us anything, I can only imagine what's going to happen in this race. So Lucas will start in P1, Fiji will start in P2, Birdman in P3, Seville Pie in P4, Damage in P5.
Whoa, Haas Woes is just going
Apex
for it on the
in
formation
P6.
lap. Sergeant Anderson, he strange to me. He just turned straight left into Zoot Crew on the formation lap and DNF'd both of them. Like, there was full intention there.
So the drivers who finished who finish in 8th place will start in first, and it goes all the way down from P1. So if you finish in P8, you will start in P1, and P7 you will start in P2. If you finish in P3, you will start in P6.
What is Haas doing on the formation lap? He's gonna DQ a bunch of people here. He's letting people go now. I was so confused. He was on the start of the formation lap, he just zoomed all the way up to like P3 on it, and then just let everyone go again. It looks like Duck and Jonathan got DQ'd on the formation lap. I don't know what happened there. Might have been Oswos.
So, who was your pick to win the sprint race, Breezy?
Damage obviously is in P5, but Lucas, he's been showing some pace recently, so I wouldn't be surprised if he makes it out cleanly. He might be able to take this one.
So, Lucas will start in P1, Fiji in P2, and Birdman in P3. And we have our top drivers there starting in the very back. If you thought the feature race was nuts, just wait until the sprint race. 5 laps is the count of how many laps that these drivers will get in the sprint race. Looks like only Damage and Sinister Owl will be starting on the super soft tires. So the drivers are getting lined up. We're still missing on Haswaz, who has not made it back to his grid spot just yet.
Have to see how Sergeant Anderson starts here. No idea what he was doing on the formation lap.
So we're waiting for Haswaz to get started. The lights are on. And we are...
The delay is always fantastic.
Go! And we are racing, and it looks like the Campbell's cars gets off to not a bad start. And Damage looks like they're all on the inside.
That's some beautiful racing right there. I've never seen
That was
multiple
a
people
pretty
be
good
3
start.
wide.
It's like Hefty Bag
Oh, here
goes
we
for
go.
a huge move, and it looks like Apex gets very wide there. Looks like we got a car
There's
in
a
the
car
wall.
in the very back, hard in the
It's
wall.
Pig. Pig got into the wall a little bit. Bunch of racing here going on in the back. Everyone's trying to be as clean as they can.
Ignoring yellow flag, wow.
Looks like Hefty Bag is into the wall. We had a driver spin.
For how many cars are battling here, I'm surprised to see it's all holding up.
Holding up pretty good. There's a driver. Oh, it looks
Hard
like
in the wall,
either
go
Stig
CK.
or CKT are into each other. And the Campos team is out to a pretty good start with
Stig's hard in the wall again. Or not again, but he's hard in the wall this time. Let's see what else there is. Lucas pulled out to 1.5 second lead. Sevapai's battling Fiji for P2.
Looks like Stig gets knocked. Stig gets knocked, and he is all the way in the back. Birdman goes off the track. And the Stig has retired from the race. And it looks like Damage has fallen. Damage has fallen all the way to the back as well.
I was wondering who that car was off to the side, and Birdman.
Multiple collisions going on here. And Apex gets hit. He hits the wall hard.
Apex is flipping.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, Apex. That's not good.
That
bud.
was a very unsafe re-entry
and
there.
Damage, yes.
And Damage. Oh my goodness.
There's multiple cars flipping.
What has happened? Oh my gosh. Azerbaijan.
Apex. Wow.
It looks like Sergeant Anderson. What is he doing?
Looking at the chaos that just unfolded behind him.
And Birdman gets a time penalty for speeding into pit lane. Big wreck there. Big wreck. Oh my goodness. Damage out of the race. Apex out of the race. Sniper Pig out of the race. The Stig is out of the race. All on the very
Anderson's
first
about to be
lap.
out of the race. Fiji starting to reel in Lucas.
And it looks like Zoot Crew has retired from the race.
Well, you were definitely right about the sprint race being chaos.
It's been chaotic every single time. Right now we got a good battle here going on.
Anderson intentionally wrecked. Anderson just intentionally wrecked Birdman. He just drove straight into his bumper.
Looks like Sevopai is going for a move on Fiji there. He gets it to stick as Sevopai will take P2. So Sevopai gets all the way up into P2.
Caution in Sector 1. Who's that?
Fiji trying to go for a move here on Sevopai. And Lucas has got out to a great start as well. Lucas sets the fastest lap, and Sinister Owl also just set the fastest lap. Looks like Owl is trying to go for a move. He kind of gives a nice little bump, though, to Fiji there. Can he get around him? Looks like he does. And Sinister Owl has got himself up to P3.
Jonathan's in the wall, loses part of his wing.
Sinister Owl trying to look for a move on Fiji here, and Fiji looks like he hits the wall hard, and Fiji hits the wall, and he will go down to P5.
Sinister's up to P2. If Sinister doesn't have any wing damage, I think he might be able to run down Lucas here on these. I think he has fresh super softs.
I think he is. I think you are correct that he is out there. Yes, he is out there on the super soft tires. He corner cutted that corner very badly. Looks like the Nameless Duck is trying to chase down Sevopai here. He gets loose a little bit. With 3 laps to go. That first lap was chaotic. Holy crap.
There's... Both of the ART cars were flipping on the front stretch.
They got into a huge wreck there on that first lap, especially through this corner right here. Sinister Owl is trying to chase down Lucas. It looks like a driver got into the wall, though. It looks like it was the Nameless Duck. Nameless Duck got into the wall there pretty hard. Bag's trying to get around Fiji here, and it looks like Fiji will just let him by, as Hefty Bag will get around him for P5. 2 laps to go here in the sprint race. Looks like CKT is just going to get passed here by Jonathan. Oh,
I don't know if Sinister has the time.
Gets hit, he gets clipped a little bit, and he gets taken out by Jonathan. So Sinister Owl is trying to chase him down. I don't know if he can catch up to him. Lucas has got off to a great start. He avoided all the chaos. He got off to a great start there. Looks
2-second
like
time penalty. That looks like it's for some more corner cutting.
And Sinister Owl he cut that corner very hard there. So right now it looks like Sinister Owl has started to chase down Lucas here a little bit. It looked like he was starting to chase him down, and then was able to put a second on him. Let's see what he can do. Sinister Owl, the driver who is driving for Minnesota Wild Fan. This is going to come down to the final lap again, just like the sprint race did here in Bahrain. Sinister Owl is going to get that DRS zone. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on the final lap of the sprint race. And it looks like Bag was able to get around the Nameless Duck as well to get himself up there into P4. So Sinister Owl trying to chase down Lucas here.
He is going to have DRS. He got loose
that DRS zone. Probably lost some time. See if they can do it. Oh, and Lucas gets loose. He gets sideways, as that will allow Sinister Owl to take the lead.
Sinister better be careful though, because this is the corner that he keeps cutting. I hope he doesn't get a penalty.
At turn 3, he got sideways, and that is a huge time corner cut.
Yeah, I don't know about this, but we'll continue with it.
So Lucas, who got very loose there at turn 3, allowed Sinister Owl to take the lead. It's like he got loose there a little bit.
Lucas can make up time in this last corner. He might be able to get him on the final DRS. Caution in sector 1. CK's into the wall again.
Final few corners right here on the very last lap. And Fiji has retired from the race. Can Lucas chase him down? He's going to get that DRS zone.
I don't think he has the time.
Doesn't look like he's going to get him. Can Sinister Owl do it?
Yes, he will.
And it looks like
TK,
Sinister Owl is going to win the Azerbaijan F2 sprint race. Lucas in P3, Sevelpai will take, Lucas in P2, Sevelpai will take P3, Hefty Bag will take P4, and the Nameless Duck will take P5. Jonathan and Hoswaz are battling it out here for P6. Can Jonathan hold? Hoswas is going to go for it, and Jonathan sticks it with P6, and Hoswas finishes in P7. Laser Runner finishes in P8. Man looks like he's going to finish in P8. I mean, in P9 here. Watch this remaining battle here between Man and Birdman. Oh, and Man hits the wall a little bit. Will that give room for a late lunge by Man? It doesn't look like he will have the time though. Trying to nurse that car home. And Man will take P9, Birdman will take P10, and CKT will finish in P11 as Sinister Owl will win the F2 Azerbaijan sprint race. What a race of just chaos all around.
I didn't think it could get crazier than the feature race.
That
Man, was I surprised.
Nuts. That was a pretty crazy finish there. Breezy, what are your thoughts on that race?
I think Lucas had a pretty nice lead, and then Sinister on those super soft tires just ran him down. But there was definitely very interesting moments of that race, considering there was 2 cars flipping on the front stretch.
There was a lot of contact there. A lot of contact there in that one corner.
Sinister drove it all the way to the win from P10, though.
So that was a good race today from Sinister Owl. And Lucas will take P2, and Sevelpai will finish in P3 with Hefty Bag in P4. And Hefty Bag is our weekend winner. Just chaos all around. Just absolute chaos. Well done, Baku. This is what happens in Baku, it seems like every single time that you race here. Azerbaijan, just a crazy, crazy track that it just seems like it brings chaos. So that is our F2 race, ladies and gentlemen. We are finally done for the night. Thank you to my broadcast partner, Breezy. And we will see you in 2 weeks' time at the F2 Spanish Grand Prix. I am PeteCon36, followed by X Breezy, and thank you for watching.